Okay, I've got my flour. Next time around I'll do the warm water and yeast. But right now I believe I'm out of yeast. So I just want to hurry up and make that dough. Hurry meaning, just get it going and see how it's going to be more like pie crust dough, type of dough. So, it won't be the nice gooey chewy kind of dough that we love to use for breadsticks, but I think it'll suffice to do our pizza inside of our Dutch oven. And so there we go. And right now I think I'm gonna have to make a trip. Oh, I've got some butter already up here on sitting on that spice rack, so I'll just throw my butter in there, and my battery is charging up. So while I get the butter, I'm going to do flour, butter, soften the butter in the a pan or a microwave or something to get it liquefied enough so that we can go ahead and add a stick of butter in there. And then in place of oil, I would have probably, maybe not a whole stick, I would have probably used about a quarter, more like a quarter of a cup, so half a stick of butter. I'm making double helpings of this, so I'm using, instead of 2 to 3, I'm using about 6 cups of flour, and I'll use about a whole stick of butter, melt it down and pour it in the flour, get it looking crumbly like the way cornmeal would look, and then do my 5 to 10 tablespoons. For my double helping of dough, I'm going to do 10, but you wouldn't need any more than 5 tablespoons of water for your mixture of dough. Again, I would rather had done the yeast in that and then let it rise and get nice and ooey gooey chewable type breadstick dough, but we're going to go with what we got in the cabinet, and my lack of yeast won't allow me to do that today, but I promise you we'll try it with yeast another time. And speaking of yeast, aren't these guys that go out and legislators go out and make make us have to follow these unconstitutional laws that say the Health and Hospital Corporation can put us out of our homes if we can't pay our bills or repair our homes? That just seems to me like it's bordering on a virtual debtor's prison, which is also unconstitutional. And it just so happens that our state representative Greg Porter is not only on the legislative state legislative branch here of government in Indiana, but he's also sits at the head as the president of the Health and Hospital Corporation that enjoys coming out, sending out their inspectors to see who they get to fine for not complying with the law, the unconstitutional law that says either get those repairs done or get put out of your home, or even locked up in, it's just a prison if they take you to a hospital that they are a quasi partner in. They'll take you to one of the state hospitals that's in your neighborhood and hold you on an emergency after they put you out of your house. It's really some very, very interesting things that are happening here in Indiana during this election year, and I hope that to expose some of that. I'm trying to get an anthropology research center built here. This would be the corporate office as it is for Paralegal Services Inc. and the World Organization for Manufacturing Alternative Needs, which basically we need more job markets, and the job projects that we come up with are hopefully going to help that problem. So we can use your contributions, folks. If you can send us your dollars or would like to get on board and help us broadcast these shows as one of our guests, or a cameraman or sound operator or something, we'd like to go live and big with this show, and we could sure use your help. You know, not many people like to work for free, though. We don't have the funding yet to have a salaried staff, and we have laws out there that are ridiculous that say unless you pay $400 to $800, you can't technically have, in Indiana, the certificate that qualifies you to get the funding you need as a not-for-profit. Now, IRS will say for sure you're a not-for-profit because you know they see you don't have any money, but they will bug the hell out of you in Indiana trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip until you pay them something or you quit doing what you're doing, you know, to let the people know that we got problems here, serious problems. So, okay, enough of that soapbox shit. Let's get back on track. And what do we need next? We need to melt the butter. And all right, we could use some music around here. It's a little boring just listening to my voice. So let me see what I can do about that. All righty, thank you. Be back in a sec.